Most founders sound exactly like the competition. If you want to be competitive in a crowded market, you can't just be better, you have to be different. I'm your host, Cameron Olds.
And I'm Dallin Merrill, and we're here to talk about how you can avoid being mistaken for your competition, differentiate your brand, and ultimately create a lasting competitive advantage for yourself in the market.
Welcome to Differentiate or Die. This episode of Differentiate or Die is brought to you by MessageOS. And by brought to you by, we mean written by.
If your team describes your product 10 different ways, your product is no longer differentiated. It's confusing, and so are your customers.
MessageOS helps big teams keep every sales deck, social caption, and support reply on message and on brand.
Clear, consistent, differentiated. Every time someone talks about you.
See how it works at protagonistcomms.co.
Cameron, did you know I have 3 different business ideas that I would like to do, and I want to discuss one of them today. One of my ideas is to take Indian food and completely change the market by creating a restaurant that is a franchise, that every time you go and get Indian food, you get the exact same thing every time, because the people that are making it are so good at making that one type of food. And it's a drive-through. You can go in and sit down really easily. It's a recognizable name. Can you even name one Indian restaurant that's a franchise? That's the same as another one?
Does there exist one? No.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah.
There's, in a lot of other food categories, you get it, right? You get Panda Express, right? Where
Chinese food.
You've got Chinese food, all like that's
Italian food.
Italian food. That's become like, oh, I can go to the drive-thru and get it and go home, and I know it's going to be super good because I get Panda Express every time. Or it's never been done with Indian food.
Free business idea for anyone listening that maybe has connections in the Indian food business.
I don't know if I'll ever do it, but I think it's a hole in the marketplace.
Interesting.
And I think it used to be a hole in the Mexican food market, but it's been filled. Do you know by which 2 companies?
In Mexican food?
Yes. And then you'll get our 2 companies we're talking about today.
There's some, like Taco Bell?
Nope.
Taco Time?
Nope.
Beto's?
Nope.
The frick? Hang on, what else is there? Taco Time, Taco Bell. For Mexican food. Fast food. Mexican fast food?
Yeah.
Mexican fast food. No idea. I need another hint, dude. I'm struggling here. Help me out. Give me another hint.
Oh, come on, Cameron. You probably go like every week. Maybe every other week. You can sit down, too. You can sit down and eat it.
Cafe Rio?
Yeah, there you go.
Is it Cafe Rio versus Costa Vida?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Okay, this one will be interesting. This will be very, very interesting.
Could you imagine, though, like a Indian version of Cafe Rio?
Yeah, that'd be super interesting. 100%.
Right.
I mean, it took me a while to get there from Indian food. So what a wild intro. I'm here for it, though. Cafe Rio versus Costa Vida with an Indian food, a chain restaurant lead-in. What a great... It was not my bingo card.
Wouldn't that be a differentiated business right there?
I think so.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, like those businesses, I think Cafe Rio and Costa Vida killed it at differentiating their businesses.
Cafe Rio and Costa Vida, you think they're differentiated?
No, not between each other, but like before from what was in the market. Because there was Taco Bell, there was these other things.
Yeah.
But what and they did a good job too, like Taco Bell, like they did a good job initially too. But like just making a specific food type fast food that I don't know, initially wasn't, I think is really differentiated. So
Yeah, they occupy this other place in the market. It's not fast food like Taco Bell, but they still have a drive-through, but it's a nicer version of fast food. People usually go in to sit down, like they don't have a lot of drive-through locations.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I don't know what, I'm sure there's a name for this type of restaurant, but it's like a step above fast food, but right below like fine dining, sit down, exclusive stuff.
Yeah, which is what you would probably want. You'd want like a little bit nicer for an Indian place as well. But so let's talk about them.
I know this has a crazy. I'm pretty sure this has a great story attached to the two companies.
Which one do you think started first?
Cafe Rio for sure. So can I tell the story? And let me see if I can get it right, because I'm not 100% sure. And then you correct me. So Cafe Rio started first. I think it's not fast food. It's this whatever. It's this Mexican restaurant. Started here in Utah. Really, really great. I think they became famous for their salads. Like their Tex-Mex salads that had like a tortilla on the bottom with cheese, and they had really, really great pulled pork, and they rolled it all up, and they have this really nice house cilantro lime dressing. Anyway, so it kind of became a big thing. But then I think the owners, who were husband and wife, got divorced. Is this right?
Oh, you know more than I do, Cameron.
Okay, so I think this is how they started. They got divorced, but they both owned the company. And so I'm not sure how the divorce shook out, but off from the divorce, I think one of them lost the company in the divorce. Out from the divorce spun this competitive restaurant chain called Costa Vida, which pretty much has an identical mother-freaking menu. This is my own opinion. I think there is there's no different.
I completely agree with that. Yeah, no, I agree with that fact. But the companies, it wasn't a divorce situation that created Costa Vida. That's no.
Never mind. I don't know then.
Yeah, so founded by Steve and Patricia in St. George. That was Cafe Rio.
Gotcha.
But Costa Vida was started by two friends, Prestwich and Gardner.
Dude, that's some Utah lore that is just like an urban legend. That I always thought it was a divorce. I always thought husband and wife hated each other, and as a middle finger to the husband, the wife went and started the rival chain.
Hey, I mean, maybe there was like I'm going to go talk to the other company, like I'm going to go help out Costa Vida because I am tired of this. Maybe, could be, who knows? But they are both privately held. Cafe Rio is privately held by, they sold it to Bob and Kathleen Nelson, backed by Saunders, Karp, and Apex Partners. Whereas Costa Vida is still privately held by Kenny Prestwich and Gardner, I believe. I still think they own it. So although there's like a Dave Rudder and Sean Collins are co-CEOs, and I think they own some of the company as well now. But probably the controlling interest. Yes, they own the controlling interest, but it's still partially owned by Prestwich and Gardner. Still.
Gotcha. Okay, so no divorce. That is a total urban legend. That's funny.
That's really funny, though, Cameron. We could continue it if you would like.
I kind of want to. I don't want that to die. I'm not ready for that to die.
Yeah. But can you imagine two companies more similar?
No, I can't. Honestly, dude, like, I mean, branding-wise, Costa Vida went with this, like, Surf Town, USA, coast, like, it's not Surf Town, USA, like, Brazilian coastal life, so it's bright colors, and it's on the beach, and it's, like, water and all that stuff, which was kind of a weird move for me for, like, Mexican Tex-Mex food. But, hey, visually, I think they're differentiated. But when you get in, like, they have the salads. Okay, I just looked it up. Cafe Rio did sue Costa Vida because they felt like they had copied their recipes. And it looks like they settled.
Oh, who won?
No, I don't think the settlement was publicly disclosed, but they did. I do think they did settle.
Interesting.
Utah has this crazy thing where companies just copy each other. Honestly, like funny
Yes,
we're here.
yes.
It's the most. It is a breeding ground for undifferentiated thinking. It's just me too. Copy this thinking. Utah, you could do better. Gosh dang
Yeah.
it! Crumble.
I know.
Crumble and Dirty Dough, Swig and So Delicious and Fizz, Minky Blankets and Lola, although Lola was started in in California, and then Cafe Rio and Costa Vida. It's like, geez, guys, like, are you all that lazy that you just can't go and differentiate your own product somewhere else? Just like, gosh dang it, it's so annoying.
You know, I will say it. I'm happy about it partially because I think it keeps costs down a little bit. the more competition, the less I have to pay for my Costa Vida salad or my Cafe Rio salad. I like Cafe Rio a little
Me
bit
too.
better,
I'm glad you said this. This is why we're partners.
But but honestly, I feel like they taste the exact same.
Agreed.
Sometimes I'll go to a Cafe Rio and I'm like, man, you skimped on the meat. And then other times I'll go to Costa Vida and I'm like, wow, you skimped on the meat. But locations, that's different for me. Like I have I feel like the Cafe Rio in Bountiful almost always does a really good job. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. So let's take a look at their websites
Yeah,
and
I want to see what this looks like.
Yeah, let's see if they actually differentiate their messaging, because to me they're the exact same company.
Cafe Rio, here we go. Here's the rotating stupid hero banner of death.
Yeah. Okay,
Tuesday.
so just showing your products in this rotating banner. You see some tacos, you see some tostadas, salad. I mean, it looks delicious, and I want it right now. But
Yes.
I definitely think that I want Cafe Rio after this.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Oh, Cameron, this just makes me hungry.
This is really bad to do before lunch.
I know, it's 12:08 and I'm really hungry, but no messaging, honestly, like zero.
None.
Up in the corner, Cafe Rio, under the logo, it says fresh, modern Mexican.
Dude, again with the fresh. Hate that crap, dude.
I hate that too. Modern, I like, actually. Modern Mexican, like that to me is kind of what Cafe Rio is. That's clear, right?
I mean, like, what is modern? I don't understand. Like, I feel like they would just need to elaborate on it a little bit in order for it to be clear.
Yeah, no, that's fair, but I get it. I mean, I think it's, I think Cafe Rio came in as a modern alternative to Mexican food here in Utah.
Agreed.
But that's it. That's the whole page, Cameron.
Wait.
The obsession is real is something they say underneath a picture of a burrito. That doesn't mean anything to me. Come experience for yourselves why guests proclaimed they would drive 47 miles for our sweet pork. Bathe in our queso. That's like what one person said. Like, I'd drive 47 miles for this. And so they slapped it on the website. We're proud to craft scratch-made, chef-inspired masterpieces in our kitchens every day using fresh ingredients and a heaping of flavor. What
is it with restaurants and chefs just thinking that making things from scratch daily in a kitchen is enough to differentiate yourself? It is so not. It is. If you are a chef and you are listening to this, stop saying it's fresh and stop saying it's made from scratch as like the main thing that you think people buy your food for. It's not. Yeah. It's so not. No. Oh my gosh. It's so not. And you might have people like, oh, it's so fresh. Like, you might be hearing that, but I just, like, it's not. Like, if it's not fresh, who's going to go to you? You don't have a restaurant because people will think the food sucks. Like, or you'll be Taco Bell and they'll be known for not having fresh food. I just, like, who the frick cares? It's just, you're expected to. It's table stakes. It's industry. Yeah, freaking whoever, like, the whole restaurant industry's marketing, methodology and theory needs to change. It's so dusty
Completely
and
agreed.
old. So dusty
Yeah.
and old.
Yeah. All right. Let's take a look at Costa Vida and see if they're fresh.
Here, okay, let's do it.
Here we go.
I'm scared.
Boom.
Fresh tortillas made from
Oh,
scratch.
Cameron. What?
No.
You're saying Cafe Rio doesn't do the same thing?
Oh my gosh, hang on, go back. So
Oh,
they have
sorry,
the same
sorry.
they have the same thing, the stupid rotating hero menu thing,
Yes.
or the hero whatever.
Oh.
But what was the first
Here.
what was the first the tortilla one? Find the tortilla one. That was the first one we landed on. Oh my gosh. Fresh tortillas made from scratch. Oh my gosh. See? Like there's no freaking difference between
No.
you and Cafe Rio, Costa
No.
Vida. Like y'all gotta do better. One of you's gotta do better. Because I promise, like this isn't enough to win over
No,
anyone from
it's
Costa
not.
Vida. That's not.
And they both have a very similar app that's
Yes.
like the exact same app.
Yes. Probably is actually.
They
probably use
went
the
to the
same
same
white
company
Yep, 100%.
and said, I need an app created for this. Please, I want points. I want people to return. Oh, man. Costa Vida rewards. Salads, burritos, enchiladas, tacos, nachos, quesadillas, Baja Bowls, and kids' meal.
Looks the same. They use the same tin foil or tin containers to put all their stuff in. Like if you took, okay, this would be interesting. If you took, I guess maybe this isn't a total differentiation test, but if you took a Cafe Rio meal, shot it from above like this, and you put it next to a Costa Vida meal, shot it from above like this, removed all logos.
I wouldn't know. I'd have
Wouldn't
no
know.
idea.
They have no freaking
No.
clue.
0.
Yep, none.
Okay, Cameron.
What's next?
Oh, ooh, Cameron.
The Costa
The
Vida
Costa
difference.
Vida difference.
What is it? Please tell me it's good.
We source our ingredients with high standards so you can taste the
me.
difference. In other words, we handpick everything
So
we serve.
freaking stupid. Oh, dude. What the freak, dude? Oh, that is so stupid. I can't. The whole restaurant industry, every restaurant marketer, every CMO needs to be completely gutted. I'm calling for everyone to lose their jobs. You need new thinking. Please. Like, someone needs to innovate messaging in the restaurant space. Like, you think that the difference between you and another restaurant is you handpick everything you serve? I can guarantee you that every other restaurant handpicks everything they serve too. Oh my gosh.
Yes. You know what this reminds me of a little bit? Ratatouille, when I can't remember the character's name, but the girl, she like hits the
Colette.
bread and she crackles it. Colette, yep. And she crackles it and she's like, that's fresh. And she's like, you want to know the difference between us? She's like, the best companies get first pick of the day of like all the ingredients and whatever. That's all it reminds me of.
And then she's like, the way to get best pick is to bribe the grower. Gotta bribe the grower.
Yes.
Maybe Costa Vida's
Oh my gosh.
racketeering program is a little better than Cafe Rio.
Now, I'll tell you what's differentiated. Food being made by a rat.
That would be, there you go, that's innovative. That anyone can cook. That's innovative.
Anyone can cook.
Hey, what's at the
That's
very,
funny.
very bottom? What's at the very, very bottom? They're at the very, very, very bottom. Oh no. What's the logo say? What's it say underneath the logo, Daryl?
Fresh Mexican grill. Oh my gosh.
And what did the Cafe Rio one say again? What did that one
It
say?
said fresh modern Mexican.
Okay. Your Honor, I rest my case.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
Oh,
do we even care if they're consistent? Like, do we check their Instagrams?
yes, let's do it. Let's do it.
We're sending them to messaging hell anyway, so.
Yeah. All right, can you see this, Cameron?
Yeah, here's Costa Vida's Instagram. What's their bio say?
Making fresh, flavorful Mexican food since 2003.
Okay. Fresh, flavorful Mexican food.
Oh boy. Which team are you? Team salsa or team guac? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
yeah. I'm curious, what does Cafe Rio say? I'm interested what their bio says. What does the bio say? Made for flavor. Oh, well, they've expanded.
And then it has all of their locations.
Utah, Arizona, California, Nevada, Colorado, Idaho, Wyoming, Montana, Washington.
Do you know how many stores each has? Give a guess.
I think Cafe Rio's clearly expanded quite a bit. I would imagine Cafe Rio's probably limited to Utah, maybe Utah, Idaho.
I don't know actually exactly like where they are, but do you know how many stores total?
I don't.
So Cafe Rio has 162.
Wow.
And Costa Vida has 94. So
oh wow,
nothing crazy.
They're kind of.
Yeah, I mean both of them are like, it's not like if you're Costa Vida you can't catch up. Like that's,
they're still in the race.
Yeah.
Which makes it all the more important to differentiate. Like Costa Vida. I'm a Cafe Rio guy, but here I'll give you some unsolicited free advice. A nickel's worth of free advice is if you wanted to make it easier to catch up to Cafe Rio, you should consider what it is that makes you different and how you can communicate that all over the place in your stores, on your billboards, on your ads. Like you got to figure out a way. How do you provide value in a different way than Cafe Rio? Because then you're a little bit you're more competitive, and you I think more easily be able to capture some of the market.
At the very least, both of them need a ton more clarity.
Yeah, agreed.
I feel like they could really use a much better website experience to like get on their website and be like, oh, this is exactly why you're different, because both of them have this niche market. Like you said, they're not Taco Bell where it's not fresh. It's where it's like lower quality. They're higher quality food.
Right.
But it's not a sit down restaurant either. So it's a fun medium that's scalable, and I think that's really, really unique. And I really think that if you were just super clear, because really here's a question, Cameron. Is Costa Vida Cafe Rio's biggest rival?
I would imagine so. On paper, it looks like it. But I guess it depends on who you're competing with. Who do you think are they competing with Taco Bell? Like, where are you trying to take market share? Are you trying to compete against fast food? Because in that instance, they would be differentiated because they're not Taco Bell. They're playing a different game, which, because they're playing a different game, leads me to think that they're not competing with fast food. Maybe they are. I don't know. What do you think? It's the restaurant industry is kind of a weird space.
Yeah, I think that they aren't competing against Costa Vida. Like, they are in a sense, but like who they're competing against is when I'm going to lunch, what am I going to go get?
Right.
Right. Like they're trying to grow. They're trying to get into new states. They're trying and so they've really got to like be much more clear about why someone should go to Cafe Rio instead of Taco Bell or these other another fast food type restaurant like that. So, in that sense, they've got to be much clearer on their website.
Yeah, I don't know what they'd be clear about though. I don't know what the differentiation is. Like that's the tough thing. That's what is constantly eluding me. I don't know what the differentiation would be, dude. Like I'm calling for the heads of all of their CMOs while also not knowing how I would do a better job. It's a weird, actually, the Cafe Rio Costa Vida thing, like both of them should know better than just to like, they're literally a copycat Me Too company. Like,
Yeah.
they can
and
do
you can
better.
do both, right? I'm going off on the rails here and saying that Costa Vida and Cafe Rio aren't competitors with each other. Here in Utah, they actually are, and that's where most of their locations are. So
Agreed.
they should definitely show why they're different than each other.
For sure.
And yeah, so they definitely need to continue to do more work there. But also, as they grow into other states, they're competing with these other brands of companies, and then they're going to have to be much more clear. So you got to do both. And I don't think I honestly think that it's the modern part, Cameron. Like, I really do. Like, what's different about them is that they are like, they're much more of a like modern Mexican quality experience.
It's just hard to quantify what modern means.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, if there is a thing,
it is hard.
like if it's a movement inside the like restaurant tour industry as a whole, or just the food service as a whole, like I'm here for it. You just need to. What does a modern restaurant? What does a modern Mexican restaurant have that a that an antiquated Mexican restaurant doesn't have? You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. One of the reasons I go is because like they give you a lot of food.
But
like,
again, like that's not
I
a
know.
Differentiated. Like
No,
Cafe Rio could
it's
just
not.
up their portion sizes. Anyway, I know you knew that.
Yeah. That's it. It's hard. And I think one of the things that we would have to do in a case like this, if we were actually dissecting these two companies, is take a look at some more data, because
Agreed.
that would kind of show us first who they're actually competing against. And then second, what are people saying about them? Why do people go to one over the other or against their competition? And then lean into that and just be so much more clear. Be much more clear on their website. So those are three things that they could definitely improve on. For both of them, I'm going to give them the exact same score because they're undifferentiated. And they're both unclear. So I'm going to give them both a 2 on differentiation and a 1 on clarity. So 3 totals for both of them.
Agreed. That was the score I had in my head. If you are super worried that you are exactly like Cafe Rio and Costa Vida and there's no difference between the two of you, and you are really, really scared because they don't know how to capture more market share, go to protagonistcomms.co, order your message audit. Daryl and I will actually look at your market in a much more sophisticated way than what we're doing on the podcast. We'll let you know, hey, you're unclear here, or you're clear here, you're differentiated here, you're doing good here. You'll have an assessment of, hey, are you differentiated? Are you clear? Are you consistent? And from there, you have a really good idea of what you need to work on. Go to protagonistcomms.co, order your message audit. We'll see you soon.
Thanks. Bye.